Okay, so we got our whole chicken right here. And to go with that chicken, we're going to do brown rice and just some sliced carrots. So this is our pot for our carrots, and we're going to go ahead and turn that on. Just, we're going to steam our carrots. Or you could say stew, because I'm using just a little bit of water. I'm not using a whole lot of fat, but the fat that I am going to use is just the promise spread, just some really low-fat margarine, just to give it a little bit of flavor. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. So I have my carrots already cut up. This is our first meal. Let's say this is a Monday night. We go shopping on Sunday. This is our Monday night meal. And how many servings you get out of this really depends on your serving size. You can get, 2 or 3 servings out of these. Minimum of 2, more like 4. Okay. So all I've done is just cut up some carrots and put them in little slices, put some butter in there. And I like to use parsley. You can use any herb that you want to use, but I'm using parsley because it works really well with the flavor of carrots. So what I've done is just chopped up some parsley. What I've done is just cook the whole container of brown rice. This is just 1 pound of brown rice, cooked to the directions, because what I'm going to do is use this rice that I've cooked in my next meal, which is the chicken soup. Okay, so it's going to be a chicken and rice soup. And that way I'm just cooking rice 1 time. And you can save it in a container in your refrigerator. Okay. So then we have our carrots. Our parsley carrots with just a little bit of our margarine, just to give it some flavor. Okay. And you can put this on your plate however you like. Okay. And these are non-starchy. They give the green is a nice contrast to the orange carrot. Okay, so we've got that, and now we've got our brown rice, and we have a lot of brown rice over here. A lot. So this is going to make yes, one bag makes at least 8 cups.
No, that recipe's
Our chicken soup. So we've still got a lot of our chicken left. And we're going to heat up a stock pot full of water. So our stock pot is here, I've already filled it full of water. And we're going to turn that on high heat. Okay. So to make a chicken stock, I'm going to have to take all the meat off of this chicken. Okay. Once again, and but the thing is the budget. And this is what I'm focusing on in this meal. Is the whole budget, because food is getting more expensive, and definitely our wages are not getting higher. Okay, so we want to try to trim our budget back on our food as much as possible, or save. Save. I definitely know that I practice that in my own home. Got the wishbone. Actually, the way we make stock is we're going to put all the bones and all the leftover parts, essentially, is how you make chicken stock. So you just put all of the parts that you don't use. Like, for the reason I'm pulling this off, because I'm going to make chicken salad.
Oh, okay.
And that's the 3rd meal. Okay. So from 1 chicken, you're getting 3 different meals.
Okay.
Okay. So, these little bits that you're not really going to use, just throw them in the water. Okay, so not only do we just want to add the chicken, but we want to add some flavoring agents. We're going to add some celery and carrots, okay, to our chicken stock. And this, you don't have to really do a whole lot with this. You can even just break it if you wanted to. Because essentially it's just going to take the flavor, the stock is going to have the flavor of these vegetables. Like these carrots, we're going to use our leftover carrots, and that's just going to go in there as well. So we're getting all of these flavoring agents, and we're going to add a whole onion. Okay. We're not going to cut that up very big because it's just going to go in our stock. It's just going to give us the flavor. Okay. So this is something that you would want to cook for 2-3 hours. You bring it to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer. Once it's to a boil, you put it on low, medium, low heat. Okay. So this is our stock, and what I've actually done with this stock is I've already strained out the chicken, and I've added back in about a cup of chicken, chopped chicken, and so now, and I've also added back in some carrots. I discarded the carrots, discarded everything in there except for the actual water, and then put the stock. The water turns into the stock after we've boiled it for so long, and then I've added back another onion, a couple of carrots, and some celery stalks, and actually cut them up in small bits. So now we've got our homemade chicken stock. It's got no additional sodium, and like you said, if you want to make the stock ahead of time and then refrigerate it and skim off the fat at the top, you're going to get even less fat. So now is when we're going to use our brown rice again. So we're going to put about a cup of brown rice in there. Gives it a more heartier, makes it a more heartier soup. So just about a cup, depending on how much rice you like. If you don't like rice, you can use noodles, but I'm just trying to translate one dish to another and actually decrease the amount of things that you do have to cook. So our third meal is going to be our lightened up chicken salad. Okay. So we've got our chicken that we have taken off of our roasted chicken. This is going to make a lot of chicken salad. How we're going to make this is that we're going to take, who's tried Greek yogurt yet?
My husband likes it. I'm not a yogurt fan, but...
You're not a yogurt fan?
No, but he likes it real well.
Okay. Well, the cool thing about Greek yogurt is that it can be substituted for, let's say, sour cream, mayonnaise, and different things in different, things like that in the recipes that you typically make. And it has zero fat, and it's got a lot of protein. So we've got our bowl. Okay, this is about a half cup of white mayonnaise. Duke's, right? Right? Duke's mayonnaise. Okay. We're going to add a half a cup of this, which I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. So you want essentially equal parts of your light mayonnaise and your Greek yogurt. If you want to get really adventurous, you can just use all of the Greek yogurt to lighten it up even more. Okay. So right now this is still pretty plain. Okay. But we have pretty much our base. We're going to need a lemon, some white pepper. You can use regular pepper too, but the white you can't see. And just about a tablespoon of honey, Dijon mustard, walnuts, cranberries. Okay. Believe it. Am I missing anything? Okay. So we're going to just put a little bit of our honey in there. So we're going to do just like the juice of half a lemon.
So you're saying local honey, meaning that's something you buy in the store?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's going to be much better for you. It's still a sugar. It still has 1 tablespoon of sugar. One tablespoon of honey has 60 calories. 1 tablespoon of sugar has 60 calories. So you're getting the same amount of calories. You're not lightening up that way. but you are doing a little bit better. You're getting something locally, which is going to help our local economy, and it's also going to be healthier for you, especially if you have allergies to flower pollen. A little bit of Dijon mustard. So this will actually add a lot of flavor. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay, just a little bit. Mustard goes well with chicken. And as you can see, I'm not being too careful about the measuring. You can do it to your taste, but this isn't rocket science. Okay, so we got some walnuts in there. I've got celery that I've already chopped up. So you just buy one huge thing of celery and it gets in 3 different meals, or 2 different meals. And you can leave celery out, you can add something different. It's all up to what your tastes are and what you have on hand as well. Okay, so I just have some sweetened dried cranberries. You can use raisins, golden raisins, fresh grapes if you like, just what you prefer. I really like the tanginess of cranberries. This would also be good with a turkey, like after Thanksgiving turkey salad, you could use this the same way. So we've got our cranberries. So now we will add our base. And I'm just going to see how good that is. There you go. There's your 3 meals out of 1 ingredient.